Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Perma 2020. So glad to be back on Permadeath. We are doing No Man's Sky 2.32 or 2.33. They keep piling up. Today on Perma 2020, we are going to do scanning for industrial sites for hotspots. And we are building a stasis device farm here in this system. We're in Eisentam, and I'll just show you how far I've gotten so far. So we'll just turn around and look right here. We have a lush planet where we're getting nitrogen, where we're growing most of the plants, probably all of the plants because it's such a pleasant planet. And we'll be putting carbon planters there as well as on the freighter. Also paraffinium. Over there is a hot planet. You can see my beacons. The beacons are marking stuff that's gas spots and things like that. Good grief. Already. I just got here. So on the hot planet, we are getting sulfurine and phosphorus. And just everywhere we go, we gotta kill people because they won't leave me alone. Okay, so what we're gonna do today, come on, is we're gonna go to a cold planet. That's the next step. Just give me the barrels. There we go. Alright, just get rid of all this stuff. We desperately need to make some chromatic metal. And so I think that's all that I'm out of. Yeah, I think I'm just out of chromatic metal. So let's go put some chromatic metal in the refiner, and then we'll take off for that cold planet. A lot of people find a nice spot, set down a base computer, and then try to find all of the stuff that goes with it. That's the opposite thing that you need to do. First, you need to find the hotspots that you need: power, gas, and mineral. And then what I do is I drop a beacon on each one of those, and then I get it back in my ship and I fly up into the atmosphere. And I drop down as close to the middle of that as I can. Here's 35 of it. See, I need some kind of stellar metal. Oh, here's some more. That'll help. Oops. Stellar metals. I don't have any. There's some indium. Here's some copper. Let's see here. Here's copper. We'll start with copper. We'll get some more going later. As long as you don't close your game or move your freighter, that refiner should be pretty stable. It's supposed to be completely stable, but when you move your freighter, not everything moves and renders at the same rate, and that causes problems. Alrighty, here we go. Here it is. It was right in front of me. It makes absolutely no difference where you go on a planet. Wherever you go, you're going to find all the deposits. They're not necessarily going to be like conveniently within 300 units of each other, but that's okay. We'll get to that. Is that a place to land? Oh, it's storming. Looks like it might be a facility, but I don't see the landing pad thingy. There it is. Let's see here. Factory override unit. Happen to have an extra one. I'm gonna grab this first because I don't have all of the necessary blueprints yet to actually make a stasis device. Oh, yay! Cool. Storm clearing. No point getting the nanites until I get the answer right. Alarm has triggered an instant incineration of the elements used here. Databank process installed, metal required. Supply metal. Boy, I bet it wants magnetized ferrite. And I don't have any. Let's start with ferrite. Ooh! Ooh! That was good. Alright, let's get 3 recipes. Where's the one that I'm missing? Well, I need these. Oh, here it is, right here. Alright. Yeah, it was iridescite. That's what I couldn't do. I remember now, because I've got a bunch of magnet gold and stuff. Alright. Wow, look at that sodium right there. I don't really want to be down in this hole. Let's grab a manual save here. This does take some time, and there is absolutely no guarantee that I can do all of this in 30 minutes or less. Let's go this way. Kind of just loosely looking for some frost crystal. There's some right there. And it's a good vantage point as well. Alright. It absolutely does not make any difference which thing that you get first. It's just whatever it's going to give you first. So let's power up our shield and switch on the survey device. So the very first thing it's giving me is oxygen or some gas. Hopefully it's radon. We're right on top of that, and we're fairly close, probably within 450 U's of power. I can hear it. It's over to my right. Can I hear it in both ears now? Alright, it's going to be that way. Let's go find out what kind of gas this is. Almost on top of it. And then we'll go look for that power hotspot because it's closer. Oh, I hope it's radon. It's S-class. I'll take oxygen. We need that too. Oxygen. Alright, so we're going to drop a beacon right here. And we don't have to be exact with it. And then we're going to color the beacon. Let's see, we need blue for the radon. I think I'll do light blue for oxygen. Let's go back up to the ship. Hi there, dodo bird. You're kind of cute. Oh, your friend's a predator. He's not cute. Good grief. All right. Been doing that all day long. Okay. Let's go find some power. Okay, I think you need to be wearing headphones when you're doing this. And when you can hear it in both ears, that's the direction you want to go. So we'll jump over here. Okay. Got to be within a certain distance in order to pick up the actual hot spot. There it is. And don't worry about how far apart these things are. You've got, between hotspots, you've got 2,000 U's to deal with because you can drop your base computer right in between them. And then you'll be fine. We're going to be in the water. Oh, jeez. Oh, I knew it. We're going to be swimming. How much power do we have? C spot, so that's okay. We'll just put in more. All right. And for power, I use white. So we're going to change that to white. All right, let's go back to the ship. Let's see how far away the ship is. 550. We don't have to go all the way back to the ship. All right, let's get down in this valley. There we go. We going this way. Now after I find this, hopefully it's dioxide and not copper. If it's copper, then we're going to have to move to find dioxide. Getting there. Fingers crossed. All right, we have a B class dioxide. Perfect. The dioxide is blue, so we're gonna color this one dark blue. Oops. There we go. It bugs me. There we go. So here's our dioxide site. And our ship is 534 at this point. We've got power right there. That site over there is oxygen. So I'm going to move in this direction between the dioxide and the power. And I'm going to try to find radon. Now the thing is, when I bring up my scanner, it might keep telling me about the oxygen. Not today. Sometimes it does. If it keeps telling you about the sites that you've already done, go back to one of your beacons, create a manual save, and reload, and that will knock down the most recent scans. What it does is it takes away the scan point itself that's related to the scanner, just leaving your beacons behind, which is all you want. Oh, our shield just went down. We're almost there. Here we go. Ah, it's oxygen again. All right. Let's get that shield back on. So we've got too many beacons in the star system. Well, the ones that are on planet. You can see these other beacons say off planet. So let's go back over here. Grab a knowledge stone. All right, let's go back to our power hotspot. Oh, hello, tree. I'm going to go over to that opposite shore over there. All right, I'm going to drop a save point. There we go. And I'm going to reload my save, which is going to get rid of the temporary marks that the game puts in for those hotspots. This can take a long time. It took my first base in the Golden Royal Mint system in the Union of Allied Systems. That first base, it took probably 2 hours to find the right hotspots in the right association with each other. So let's go this way a little ways. Get rid of that guy. Let's try to find another gas. That way. Just got to keep at it. And even if you have to find a different spot for power or dioxide or whatever you've already found, the point is that you want to get 3 of them so that the center point is less than 1,000 U's from all 3. Because we can extend our base. Okay, we're going to go that way. We're almost there. I wish you could run with this thing turned on. Oxygen again. Ouch. And so far this is the only way to get rid of those marked spots. But we will find it. I know this planet has a secondary gas. Okay, so there's our power. And that's where the space station is. Where's my ship? There it is, over there. So we're almost 1,000 U's from there. So let's go back. We don't want that oxygen point. Dark blue is dioxide. Okay. And we already know that going away from the dioxide is another point of oxygen. Now if I start my scan right here, it's just going to turn me around and take me right back to that oxygen spot. So there's our power. So let's go over here towards this frostwort. Oh, another blizzard? Really? I want to be well out of range of that oxygen spot so that it doesn't pick it up. Alright. There's our power. Hello, beavers. Watch out for that predator. Alright, let's try over here. Turning until I get it in both ears. Alright, and that takes me right back to that oxygen spot. Are you creeping up on me? Look at how slow he's moving. He thinks he's sneaking. That's pretty funny. And that is that same oxygen spot. And there's another one right there next to my ship. The most important thing here is the radon. We can buy dioxide. What we need is radon. So even if I have to find power again, I'll do that. And that's always true. Whatever it is that you can't buy, that's the most important hotspot. Tree! Hey. Oops. Thanks for playing. There we go. I hope it's radon. It's really cold. And I want to go inside. on the side of a mountain. Here we go. Radon! Woohoo! Alright, here we go. We're going to drop a beacon. And we need to color it. I'm going to color it green. Just because there isn't anything else green here. And my ship is miles and miles away. So let's see here. We need to see if we can call the ship. There we go. Remember I said before about using the ship as a beacon. A beacon that tells you your distance. And now we got to go all the way back over there. If you have a exocraft that has all the upgrades in it, the thrust upgrades, then it's going to be faster to do this in an exocraft. But right now, I can actually jetpack and run faster than any of my X-craft can go. It looks like quite a bit more than 1,000 U. So. Let's see where we're at right now. We're at 500. So I think we're going to have to find a new power hotspot. I think that's going to be too far away. And I know that the dioxide is. And we could drop the base in between. But I think it's going to be too far. Oh, we're there. Keep running into trees. Alright, where are we at? 974. And that's oxygen. Dioxide's way over there. So I think we're going to have to refine both of those. So without wasting any more time, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I actually need my beacons. Oops. Nope, didn't charge thrusters. I could call another ship down, but I'll just end up having to fly right there, charge thrusters. So now that we found radon, we're going to go back and pick up the beacons. Look at how big that guy is. 3 meters. We're going to go back and pick up our beacons and then try and find all of these hotspots surrounding the radon. Go. I'm going to grab a save. And then we'll go get the next beacon. Good grief. You're still cute. But you can see clearly that if you just keep at it, you will find the hot spots. Keep hitting trees. The actual grade of the hotspot is not that important. Oh, there's butterflies here. And the reason for that is because you just add more extractors. And the best thing to do is to pile the extractors right on top of each other. Because the most powerful point is right in the middle of the hotspot. And piling them right on top of each other is far, far better than spreading them out. I usually do a combination of piling them up and spreading them out, just for ease of use. And because my bases don't need to be that big. And this is permadeath, so you want to keep that in mind. Oh, really? You want to keep that in mind when you are, boy, that hurt. When you're making the size of your base. Because you can't carry that much in permadeath. So for instance, my sulfurine extractor does, the max it can hold is 2,000. It does 917 an hour. And that's plenty for permadeath. Takes 2.5 hours or 2 hours and 15 minutes to reload. And that's plenty. Look at the size of that dioxide deposit right there. It's huge. How far is that? Over 1,000. Look at the size of this thing. Wow. Now, if I was going to use that power hotspot out in the middle of that pond, I would have to drop the base around here somewhere and string wires both directions, which is fine. That works just fine. And if that's what you choose to do, then that's perfectly valid. I think my nitrogen farm with all my biodomes is kind of like that. It's certainly over 1,000 U's between the hot spots. Tree! I thought I could get over the top. That is a long, long way. Looks like my ship is going to slide off the top of that mountain over there. Alrighty. Here we are. Let's grab this save. Have to be very, very careful because this game is on Galaxy of Games and it is very, very unstable. Alright. Let's find the power. There we go. Only 360. It is much, much closer than that other power hotspot. Look at the size of that sodium. Good grief. If it wasn't for the blizzards, man. If you listen really carefully, you can hear that I picked up the engine sound when I did a save in my ship just now. So far, the only way I know to get rid of that is to shut the game down completely and restart the game. I would suggest strongly that everyone that's experiencing that, please turn that into Zendesk. there is something that HG can do about it, but they gotta know it's a big problem. All right, for power, we're going with white. There we go. And we are 317 U's. I think that's actually within the base building limit. Oh, good grief. All right. $335 that way. We have some kind of a mineral. We won't know if it's copper until we get there. That's a little bit frustrating. I'd like to be able to pick the exact thing that I'm looking for. You have to know what's available, or, you know, otherwise it's kind of silly. Good grief. We're in a forest. Okay, here we go. There goes my shields. Salt. Well, there's something I didn't even think about. Salt we don't need. Oh, I can land my ship right here. Just, maybe I can land it down there if I can land my ship. Nope, gotta get there. That's the worst part about Permadeath is the launch thrusters. It's the hardest part about Permadeath for me. Alright, really quickly right at the end here, I want to go show you how the hotspots are set up. So we've got power and radon right there. And we will go over to the nitrogen. It could take me another hour or another 2 hours or 3 hours to get that set up just right. And, you know, it seems like a terrible grind, but if you think about it, you do all that setup and you get that all right to begin with, and then in the end you reap the benefits and your friends reap the benefits. And so it's a lot of hard work to set up, but in the end it's totally worth it. So let's take a look right here. You can see my 3 hotspots. White is power, red is something, green I think is the paraffinium. So that must be, did I get that set up right? Is this the wrong planet? This is the wrong planet. Red is phosphorus, green is sulfurine, and white is power. And as we fly right past here, you can see I've started to build the power. Just starting to build it. And over here I've just started building the phosphorus. I've only got 4 of those going. It takes a lot of ferrite to do this stuff. And over here I haven't even started the sulfurine yet. All I have there is power. You can see the power line strung out and the floor for where I'm going to put it. And should have known that was the wrong one because of the red. Yellow. Yellow is nitrogen. There we go. I try to color my beacons as close to the color of the element that they represent, which is why I use purple for portals, because of the alliteration, because of the P. Purple portal. You could use black for portals, they are black. But nitrogen is represented with yellow, so I put yellow beacon there. Paraffinium is a kind of silvery color, and I always use white for power when I'm building a base. Now, mind you, when I'm all done building these bases, those beacons are going away. I'm not going to leave them there. It's too irritating. There we go. So that purple one, that very light lavender colored one right there, is the paraffinium. That light blue one is oxygen. That light blue one is also oxygen. The white is the power, and the yellow is the nitrogen. And you can see the base is in between the three important ones. We'll just go right down here. And I'll very, very quickly show you. As soon as you have a base computer, the first thing you want to do is start growing frostwort. You're going to need it. First, I got to get rid of all this. Because I didn't have room for it. That's permadeath and survival for you. Ah, still don't have room. Let's try it again. Alright, is this one done? It's not done being grown. Alright, let's go ahead and plant first. You need frostwort for the biodomes. It takes 5 glass for each biodome. Get in there, because I can't see what I'm doing. And so as soon as you have a base computer, the base computer is the sort of 4th or 5th step, depending on your minerals and what you need. So over there I have paraffinium and oxygen. Oxygen is light blue. Base computer's under my feet. Up there on that hillside is where the nitrogen is going to be. And the power, where did I put my power? There it is over there. And the power is right there. And it's just started. I just have enough power for the biodomes. I probably can't get close enough, but you can see there's only one there, because I wanted to drop some power as quickly as I could and get frostwort growing as fast as I could. Alright, you guys, that is step 1 to building a big industrial farm. If you're doing something more simple like activated indium, then all you need is power and the activated indium spot. So you would put your base computer in between those 2 points, as close to the middle as you can between those 2 points to lower your stress on the subject. Right, Farming 101 Part 1. I want to thank you all so much for coming along. We will see you tomorrow, but not Friday. So have a great day.